What is up, YouTube? My name is Keyahnah, and this is my first trading video. Well, mine is my introduction video for this trading channel, but this is my first video of me actually showing you a trade that I actually took tonight. I'm sorry, please excuse the scarf, the PJs, the bun. Excuse that. It is about what time is it? It's 8:51. So took my shower. I'm about to get ready for bed because I got work in the morning. So excuse the look, please. I will not come on here looking like this all the time. It's just a trade that I took tonight, and I just wanted to show the trade that I took. So I do want to show you guys that. But before we get into it, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. This is going to be a trading channel. So I will show you trades that I either entered, that I won, that I lost. I'm going to show wins and losses too, because that is also a part of trading. It's not just about the big wins and stuff like that. So that is what I'm going to show. And also just, you know, my day-to-day life. Y'all gonna be a part of my journey. Right now I do still work a 9-to-5 job, but the goal is to get out of that 9-to-5 job. So this is just gonna be a part of my trading journey, and also just, you know, my day-to-day stuff, you know, whenever I do get to that point where I am financially free. But let's just go ahead and just get right into the charts. I'm going to show you the trade I took on NASDAQ. I did trade Asian session. Now, I don't usually trade Asian session. I did one time before, but I have noticed that NASDAQ also does move at night. I have noticed that quite a bit. Like, it moves and then come around New York session time, then that's when the trade plays out. It's like it's setting itself up at nighttime, and then come New York session 9:30, the trade's doing what it's doing for the initial move to play out. I have noticed that. I have been watching NASDAQ like a hawk, so I have noticed the way it moves when it moves at night, and then when it moves come New York session. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all the trade that I got into tonight, so y'all can kind of see you know, what I was looking for, my confluences that I need for me to enter a trade. So I'm going to explain all that to y'all. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so I am back. I am so sorry I have to record this way. I'm actually recording from my phone. So I have the dual action for the front and in the back, so I can see both. So I am just going to show y'all my screen here. All right, so this is the NASDAQ. And eventually I'll get better, you know, with this stuff, like as far as maybe like just screen recording my computer screen and then just inserting my picture. But right now we just gonna make it do what it do with this phone recording, okay? So y'all just bear with me, all right? Okay, so, all right, so here it is NASDAQ. This is the 1 hour, okay? So here I had, you know, my higher time frame order blocks and fair value gap. So I also implemented that into my trading strategy, because I noticed before I was having a hard time like with my entries. So it's like I still technically have the same strategy. I just tweaked it to what also fit into what I already implemented, if that makes sense. Because my initial mentor was Miss Jessica Lane. Shout out to her. Honey, she doing her thing. She is creating millionaire students, and yes, so shout out to her. So my trading style, what I look for, is still similar to hers, but I just kind of simplified it just a little bit more for myself, because with trading, you also learn things about yourself. So I learned I like a little bit more simplicity. I like the charts like a little bit more clear, so I can actually really see like what's going on. But as far as like confluences go, like those still basically remain the same. It was just me understanding, okay, how do I know when price is done pushing down or when price is done retracing. So, you know, that way I can either enter into, you know, the trend or whatever the case may be, because sometimes I may have entered too early or I might have missed it. So implementing fair value gaps and order blocks, that helped me determine, okay, this is where the area I should be looking at in order to enter a trade. Okay, so here, this is the higher time frame fair value gaps and order blocks right here. So this should actually say, this should actually be higher time frame order block. I mean, fair value gap. Okay, so once I seen we got to this higher time frame order block, right? So I kind of seen like what price was doing here. So it was just creating like smaller candles, just kind of looking at price action here. So then once I started to see that, like, okay, so I go down to the 5 minute, right? So here on my 5 minute, right? So the thing that I look for when I scale down, I look for a divergence and a breaker structure. And then after that breaker structure, I look for the lower time frame order block or fair value gap also. So that can be my entry to get in for that buy on the lower time frame. And yeah, I don't use those big words with trading, inducement, placement, all that stuff. No, I do not use all those terms, because a lot of those terms are basically like they have the same meaning. Like a fair value gaps, order blocks, is like they all align like with support and resistance at the end of the day. And then you have like accumulation, distribution. It's like the same thing. So it's like, as long as you understand the concept and the meaning behind it, like whatever is distribution, accumulation, support and resistance, order blocks, fair value gaps, as long as you know when price gets to those areas, there's gonna be a reaction. So with that being said, once I saw price get down here, again, I had divergence. So I do use divergence, like divergence. Like that lets me know, okay, price is about ready to go the opposite direction, right? All right, so here, and again, simple. I ain't got all no indicators or nothing, right? Thing I got down here is just the RSI, right? So here had divergence. That's basically when price is going the opposite direction. So this is going down, but the RSI is going up. So that's basically what the RSI is. So as you can see, those were our divergence from there to there and down here to down here, right? So on my 5 minute here, I see price broke this last lower high, right? So making lower lows and lower highs, right? So here we have, you know, the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So price broke out past this last lower high right here, right? So at that point, my order block, my fair value gap, is gonna be where price did the push to initially break that structure, right? So here, right here, and I'm gonna put a circle around it so you can see. Right here, this is where the price initially pushed, right? So this is where the push happened that broke this structure. So there, this is my lower time frame order block. And you also have your fair value gap, which is this candle here. Okay, so that's a fair value gap area also, which we see price did break down and retest also, and then it pushed up, which, you know, that could have been a move too. Like if you a scalper want that quick scalp move right there, that's the move also. But for me, I more so wanted to wait to actually see price push further away and then come back down and then retest it again, because here I was on the 5 minute and this had already happened. So this is like the 1 minute, you know, break a structure, breaking and retest, and then continuation, you know. And then of course down here, before we had a break of structure, we had a lower high formation right here. So once it broke this last high here, then it came down, retested this 1 minute order block here, or fair value gap. So order block, fair value gap, because again, this was the push that broke this structure point here. Okay. All right. So again, when it broke, because this push broke the structure, well, technically it's broke. This push right here broke that last structure point also. But most times it can retest more than once also. So I was looking on the 5 minute. Again, I want to see another push away and it come back. Okay. So we could see the structure fully. We could see it clearly, right? So once price came back down and retesting in my order block and gave like a little wick exhaustion here. And then once I seen this candle, I waited for the candle to close. So actually when it came down to like the last few seconds, maybe like the last 3 seconds, then I enter. I'll either enter once the candle fully closes, or I will wait till it's like down to like those last few seconds. Because at that point, it's like if price is bullish or bearish, that's probably how it's going to close in those next couple seconds. So once I seen this was closing bullish, and I'm like, okay, that is a very nice engulfing candle. So I entered here around this point. Oh, y'all move that up. So I entered around here, okay? So I was aiming for this point here. So I was aiming for 1,500 and I was risking 800. But at that point, when I got the push up here, and make sure y'all can see it. Let's see. Okay, wait. Okay. So then when I got that push up, then I started to bring my stop loss up to break even, right? All right. So I brought it up to break even after I ended here. So I bring my stops up. Ooh, excuse me. So then at that point, price did come down and it did hit my my stop loss. But it hit my stop loss in profit. That wasn't the amount that I wanted to make. But that's cool, right? That's cool. It happens sometimes, you know. But what I noticed is price is creating a higher low. So it's just like price is just, structure is king at the end of the day. So once I seen price came back and then it rejected again, then I took another buy position, right? Yeah, because it created a higher low. So I took another buy position, and then I took it up to here, and I basically took my second. Yeah, so once I seen price created a higher low, I basically got in. It was like around here, I believe. Which candle? Yeah, it was around this candle here. I got in again because I seen this higher low was created. I'm gonna zoom out so y'all can see. Cause I seen that higher low was created. So then I just took it up to here, and I think I took my take profit up here, because at this point I started seeing some rejection here, and I moved my stops up into break even again. But at that point I didn't want to get no more profits back, so I just went on ahead and took my profit around here, because again I could see price. What I could see price doing is pushing back down, creating more structure. Because guess what? We broke this higher high, right? And then we broke, so this was the 5 minute higher high, right? So then, okay, but now we're at this structure point. So after this structure broke, all right, now this other little minor structure here, this had broke, so it's to break a structure. So knowing how price works, I knew price was either probably gonna push back down. So it may push back down into this area because this was the initial push that broke the structure. So let's get a square tool here. Where is my tools at? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so price could come back into this area right here, this order block zone, because I don't think that is, no, this isn't a fair value gap, because price, the wicks filled in here, this candle. Yeah, so we might see actually price just come back down here to retest before continuing to push up. Yeah, so we could see price either come back down here, retest. Let's see. Shoot, it could want to come all the way back down there. Who knows? The price could do what it want to do. Shoot, price could come back down here, all the way back down here. This order block and retail, if you feel like it. Yeah, it most definitely could do that. So just basically just, you know, being alert and just reacting to what, you know, we see. And then here we do have a gap. I do expect this gap to get filled in. I don't know when it's gonna fill in. So most times I do like to trade in the gaps. I do like to trade into them, but tonight, I mean, I just want to just make some quick money, and I saw my setup form, so I just took the trade. So yeah, that was just far-fetched. Like, I'm not about to trade all the way up in there. It's like, come on now. Nah, I ain't doing all that. I am not about to sleep, hold on to no trade when it comes to NASDAQ. Absolutely not. So I want to be awake and alert and see what is going on, because I'm not doing that. But yeah, so that is what made me get into this buy position. So I had divergence, break a structure, break and retest, and then momentum to the upside, bullish momentum to the upside. So that was my confluences to get into that buy position. Because as we see here, price touched here once, and then it came back and then touched again, creating bullish momentum. So that is what caused me to get into that trade, to take that buy. So yeah, I just want to show y'all real quick. Look what price did. Look what price did. Came to this order block. Came to this order block. Started pushing back up. Exactly what I was just saying. Price could do. Come to the order block and then push up. And it literally did that. So yeah, I just want to come back on and just show y'all that real quick. Yup. All right, y'all, so that was the breakdown of my trade that I took for tonight for NASDAQ, for the Asian section. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, this is like my very first like trading, you know, video that I'm doing of my actual trade that I actually entered into. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, just make sure you like this video and subscribe to my trading channel, because I am going to be uploading a lot more videos and stuff, you know, because I am on the road to, you know, becoming a full-time day trader. So that is my overall goal. And once I do that, I also want to do just YouTube content with trading also. So I'm looking forward to that. So you guys, so just prayers up, you know. If it's God's will, it will happen, you know. It's just all up to God at this point. So he gave me the skill set. gave me the ability. He gave me all the resources and the tools I need to succeed. So now it's just me putting in the work to fulfill that purpose. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, again, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And again, I'm so sorry for the way I'm looking. Again, it is nighttime and I'm about to go to bed. But I just wanted to share that quick rundown of that video. So until next time, you guys, peace.